So we have the assignment problem today, and we are going to solve this assignment problem by using Hungarian method. Okay. So Hungarian method. Before applying Hungarian method, I will read out the problem for you. Here is the problem. You can see this is a decision matrix given over here. Say these are the main M1, M2, M3, M4, and these are the jobs J1, J2, J3, J4. They have asked to do optimal assignment and also to find minimum total cost. Okay. So in order to do that, we have to follow one rule. The rule is 1 for 1. I can write it over here. The rule is, it is said for as 1 for 1, which means only one job has to be assigned. One job has to be assigned to one person only. This is the rule. This is the golden rule of solving assignment problem. Okay, 1 for 1. That means only one job has to be assigned to one person only. And what does this decision matrix says? This decision matrix says these are the jobs and the man M1, M2, M3, M4. These are the men. So this man demands rupees 15 to do job J1, and this one demands 13 rupees to do the same job J1. But this man M3 demands 14 rupees for doing job same job J1. Similarly, you can find this man M4 for doing J4 job demands 16 rupees. Now say M3 demands rupees 10 for doing J3 job. Now you have to do the optimal assignment in such a way that the total cost to perform this total job using these four men is optimized. That is, find minimum total cost. We have to find the minimum total cost in such a way that this job should be assigned to each and every person over here, and the cost should be minimum. So in order to do that using Hungarian method, we have to do row operation and column operations if needed. What does this mean? What is row operation? Row operation means the first step, you have to find the least one in the row and subtract it from others. Let us see how to do that. See, in the first row, the least one is 13. So you have to click 13 and you have to subtract 13 from each and every cell. So from the first cell, you can see 15 minus 13 will give you 2, this will be 0, this will be 1, and this will be 4. Similarly, you have to perform all the row operations. So let us write the value of the row after performing the row operation. So here 13 is the least one, and subtracting from 15 we got 2. Okay. Next you have got 0. Next you have got 1. Next you have got 4. In a similar way, for second row you have selected the least one, that is 11. So first one will be 0, next one will be 1, next one will be 4, and the next one will be 2. Similarly, for the next row we have selected 10, which is the least one among this total cells of this particular row. So this one will be 3, this one will be 2, this one will be 0, and this one will be 1. Now coming to the last row, we have found that 14 is the least number. So let us subtract 14 from each and every cell, which gives 1, then 3, then 0, and then 2. Now you have to check whether each and every row of this, each and every row and column also must have a single 0. So start checking from row wise. Let us see row wise. If you see row wise, this row has a 0, this row has a 0, this row has a 0, this row has a 0. But checking from column wise, we find that this column has a 0, this column has a 0, this column has a 0, but this column doesn't have 0. If any row or column doesn't have any 0, then we have to again perform row operation or column operation as needed. In this scenario, we have to do only column operation, as because row in each and every row we have got at least one 0, but in column we are having 3 column as 0, but the last column we are not having any 0. Now for your convenience, I have already drawn another table. From this table we will find a column with all zeros. How to find? Now only this column is lagging a single 0, so we will perform a column operation for this particular column only, and otherwise all the cells will remain as it is. We will not touch the other columns or rows. So let us write down the value of the columns. So this is now let us write. Look, Z1 is 2, it is 0, it is 1, it is 0, it is 1, it is 4, it is 3, it is 2, it is 0, it is 1, it is 3, it is 0, and this column we have performed the column operation. So the least one is 1, so we will choose this one and we will subtract 1 from each and every cell, which gives you 0 for here, 1 here, 3 here, and 1 here. Now look, we have all the columns having at least 0 and the row having at least 0 and all the columns having at least 0. So now we can assign the 0 values. How to assign the 0 values? Let us see. First we will go through row wise. Going row wise, you can see here is only 1 0. You can assign it. Okay, I have assigned the 0. Next, the row has only 1 0. You can assign it. For this column, this row, it has 2 0. We cannot assign. Let us move to the next row. This has 1 0. We can assign. Okay. After assigning the 0, we have to check if corresponding any row or column with this key element having any 0 or not. If this column or row corresponding to this element having any 0, we can cross it out like this one. Okay. Now again come to assign. Now look at this row. This row you have only 1 0 and you can assign very good. You can assign it over here. So look, this is a 4 into 4 matrix. Okay, and you have 4 assigned values. That means we have assigned all the jobs. Now the next step, we have to find the optimal assignment cost, or we have to minimize the assignment cost. So the minimized assignment cost, we can write it over here as, look, J1 to M2, J1 to M2. Okay, this one is assigned, and that value you can check from the previous one. In the given matrix of the problem, the value is 13 over here, rupees 13. I can write it over here, rupees 13. J2 is assigned to M1, J2 is assigned to M1, and this cell having previously in the main table having value of rupees 11. Okay. J3 is assigned to M4, and this cell having value in the original matrix has rupees 11. Okay. And J4 is assigned to M3. J4 is assigned to M3. In the original matrix, his value is rupees 14. Now adding you will get around rupees 49. So you can say the total cost or the minimum total cost after assigning is rupees 49. So that's all. Thank you.